First of all, don't worry about the background and don't worry about if you can see my feet. This is not a foot fetish video. Okay. This is so in my last video, I said that I will talk about a book that I actually love. It turns out the first book I read in 2026, by the way, Happy New Year, it's fucking great. This book, so far, this is the best book I read the whole 2020. This is the best book. It's really nice. If you don't know, it's written by an author named George Orwell. Okay, so he's a great guy. Okay, he's a great author. I already read some of his work, like 1984 and Burmese Days. Two of his work, to be precise. I read those and I loved it. Burmese Days, it's up for debate. It's really depressing. Burmese Days is really depressing, but we are not here to talk about Burmese Days or 1984, which are great book and I highly recommend too. But this Animal Farm, it's how can I say, like the British people said, it's fucking brilliant, mate. It's brilliant. Wow, this is a masterpiece. Let me tell you, this is a masterpiece. So I have my personal list of authors I like, right? George Orwell is in the #1 spot. He was in the #1 spot just with 1984 and Burmese Days. And Fyodor Dostoevsky, he's in #2 place with Crime and Punishment, Note from Underground, and what else I read from him? White Knight, right? And I read the double also. But for me, you have to understand, English is not my first language, right? So for me, George Orwell feels more clear. He feels more clear. He feels. I'm not saying he's writing it dumbed down or anything, but it's still it's a great story. It's really easier to focus and it flows like a river. What can I say? It's fucking great. It's really great. I don't really want to say what's inside the book because this is a book that everyone should read. This is a book everyone should read. You have to read this book. It's, by the way, if you see the cover of this book, so originally the cover of this book has a pig, the pig, you bacon, right? You eat bacon, you eat pigs, that. But unfortunately, for where I'm living at the moment, pig is kind of no. Okay, so they don't really sell books with pigs in the cover in the bookstore, which can bring you some scrutiny. I don't know for sure, but however, I don't really mind the cover. The windmill. It's in itself. It makes sense why they put the windmill in the cover, but still, it's a great book. And the windmill, yeah, it's in the book. So windmill also in the book. So the pig also in the book. By the way, in the book, the main characters are animals. Okay, I don't want to say more about this book. You have to read it. You just have to read it. I don't want to spoil anything. Thank God I haven't got spoiled any of this. It's a journey. It's fucking amazing. Okay, it's amazing. This is so far. I have to put this one. I'm gonna do the unthinkable. This I'm going to put above 1984. Okay, I'm going to put this one above Crime and Punishment, above 1984. For my personal taste, it's fucking great. This book, you have to read it. Believe me, this book you have to read it. Even okay, maybe you don't like to read books. Okay, maybe you like to watch movies, maybe you like to play video games. I also like to play video games. At the moment, I'm playing Sekiro, died twice, and it's really hard. Okay, it's really fucking hard. But I'm managing it. Okay, this book, it's it's unbelievable. I I I regret not reading this book sooner. It's that much good. This is the best book I read so far. I know it's a huge statement to make, but it's really a great book, and it's short. It's great book. It's just only I can say it's wow. You're going to love this book if you like entertainment, if you like let's say political satire, if you like any of these things, you're going to love this book. And by the way, this book was banned in many countries, just like 1984, for a stupid reason. The thing I don't understand is, so countries like United States and Western countries, right, Western society, for the most part their first language is English. And how the fuck they banned a book without even reading it? When you read the book, you can clearly understand. You don't. There is something wrong in the system. Okay, there is something wrong in the system if you're going to ban a book like this. Okay, so in Russia, I heard. I don't know for sure. I heard like that. Okay, this book was banned, and many people say George Orwell was against communism. George Orwell talked. George Orwell did not like communism. George Orwell against communism. And I have to say, I'm not a communist. Okay, I don't really like communism or liberalism, conservatism, any of this. I think all of these are ideologies, are good. Ideologies are great. Okay, whether it could be communism or it could be socialism, it could be liberalism, conservatism, or whatever. I think the people who came up with ideas, they had good intentions. And again, like Alan Watts say, road to hell paved with good intention. That's the problem when you have a concept of a good republic or a good country or any good value system. This value system you introduce to human. The problem is the human. Okay, the problem is the human, the mankind, not the value or not the system, not the communism, not the liberalism, not the conservatism or whatever. The problem is the man. Man act on selfish interest. If anything I learned from reading Nietzsche, man act on selfish interest, whether we like it or not. Okay, so this after reading this book, I am actually really interested to read some of Karl Marx books. Okay, maybe I would read a Communist Manifesto, maybe in the future, because it's fascinating what is communism stand for and what is later became, because this is a fucking history book, like you cannot understand. I have a rough idea of what happened to a country like Soviet Union and China, Republic of China, that's what they call, right? I have a rough idea of what's going on in the country and what's the history of those countries, because I did political science in the college, right? I have a rough idea. He just put it in this book. Actually, this version has 96 pages, and he put the whole fucking history of communism in this 96 pages. It's cinematic. It's really cinematic how the communism start, how the, in this case, animalism. Okay, this happened in animalism because it's a satire, right? In how animalism started, how it's put into action, how it's came to be, and at the end how it's turned out to be. It's really great. And I have to say, so far from all the authors I have read in a literature standpoint, like guys who write novels, right? George Orwell has to be the best man. George Orwell has to be the best, really. And it's I I'm really happy that I start this year 2026 with this book, and I was not disappointed. And by the way, I ended the 2025 with Epictetus Discourses and Selective Writing, which was I have lots to say about it. Let's not get into it. We're not here to talk about it. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not that great either. Okay. But this here is this is a fucking diamond. Okay. This I don't remember how much I paid for it, and I think I got my money value worth 10 times. Okay, this is a book I will hold dear to my heart. Okay, it's 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 like fucking good. I don't know, maybe because I don't know why this book hit me so hard, man. It's really great. It's lovely. It's fucking amazing. Okay, this book is the real shit. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, you have to read it. Okay, I know it's not technically a book review. I'm just ranting about something that I like. Okay, I don't want my videos always to be about something negative. So I thought I want to talk about something that I really like, I really enjoy. And if I were to talk about Epictetus discourses and synchronizing, there are certain things that I don't agree with, and not all the things I agree with. On some things with Epictetus, I disagree with on something. But with him, with George Orwell, fuck yeah, man. It's like, preach, my lord, preach. I'm like that. You tell it, you say it, man, and I'm fucking listening. So now I'm planning to buy the one more book. I forgot the name. Keep the Epistria Flying, and I already have this wait, this one. It's another book by George Orwell coming up for air, and I'm not going to read this book right away because I don't want it to be all George Orwell's idea, all George Orwell literature back to back, back to back. It will ruin the. I think it will ruin the enjoyment out of that, right? So for the moment, I'm reading because I like to torture myself, and I'm reading Gay Science by Friedrich Nietzsche. It's not that hard, to be honest. It's not that hard, but still it takes some time to absorb the things he said. Probably have to read 2 or 3 times to get what he's saying. Nietzsche liked to torture his readers for some reason, so you cannot really understand. I mean, maybe there are a level of understanding, right? Maybe my understanding level is not that great. So for me to understand Friedrich Nietzsche, I have to read at least 3 times, unfortunately. So I read Thus Spoke Zarathustra, the first Friedrich Nietzsche book. So the first time I did not understand anything. So I read second time, I understood a little. Third time, okay, I got the concept. Still, I don't understand for sure, but I got the concept. But George Orwell, man, this guy is the fucking shit. Okay, I'm telling you, this is like next level. I understood it completely, and it's like Jeff Kiss. This is yes, I get it. This is a novel, literature, and this is philosophy. Obviously, philosophy book. It's tend to be more hard, but yeah, I think I enjoy literature more than philosophy. But I really enjoyed the Antichrist from Nietzsche and the Last Days of Socrates. That was yes. Last Days of Socrates. That was nice book. This one. Let's talk about this fucking book. You have to buy this book. If you don't buy it, you don't have to buy it. I think you can take a PDF from somewhere on the internet. But the paper, it smells so nice. I really don't want to spoil anything about the book, but you should read it. Believe me, bro. Take my word for it. You leave me, you believe me, you read it, you're never going to regret it. Okay, you're going to be a lot more happier. Okay, this book you have to fucking read it. Okay, it's on another level, really. This, I think, so far, this is the best work from George Orwell. It's way better than 1984, and I'm not saying 1984 is bad. But I'm just saying this is peak. This is peak fiction. It's it's peak because it's a fiction also. It's a satire also. It's reality also. Once you read it, you understand what I'm saying. Okay. So anyway, that's the video. So cheers. Maybe this video a little bit fucked up because I'm recording with my back camera. I cannot really see what I'm saying. I used to record it with my selfie camera, and turns out it's not very clear. And now I'm using the back camera. This video is 4K, okay? 4K. So see, I'm making a sacrifice. I'm giving you guys fucking 4K videos. So if you please have somewhere in your heart subscribe. Okay, cheers.